Okay. Today I want to explain to you what vamping is. I've been vamping all my life, man. I've been vamping since 16 years old. So if you're talking about yeah, I mean vamping like a motherfucker, man. I mean, not this commercial thing where they're trying to commercialize the word that represents what we do. Vamping is when you wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You smoke a blunt, get you some breakfast. You know what I'm saying? You don't have nowhere to be. You don't have no alarm clock. You jump into your Mercedes. You jump into your custom exotic automobile. You're getting your own money.
You hit me with something. You was saying a Mercedes, but I think when you're thinking about a black vampire, I don't think they understand that it's really a thing, a person that live that kind of lifestyle because of these accoutrements that we have now. You got the car now instead of some other shit like we used to have. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if I'm trying to get you to show them that this is real. This life that we live is real. Just because you see a motherfucker in a mink instead of a fucking cape, you know what I'm saying? If you see a motherfucker in a Mercedes now instead of a fucking horse in a carriage or some fucking shit. This is 2014. You know what I'm saying?
This is a mindset. Yeah. Vamping is a mindset. It's once you go to Mercedes, you'll never go back to a regular automobile. Once you roll in the Rolls Royce, you'll never ride in anything else. I mean, vamping is something like you have 6, 8, 9 motherfucking people that come to your house, and they come to your house just to serve you. And, see, 2 of them came in Honda.
That's the thing, man, about taking a motherfucker's soul, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you able to live this lifestyle because you vamping. You know what I'm saying? You taking a motherfucker's soul, man. You out hunting. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally a predator. You know what I'm saying? I'm out hunting every fucking day. That's vamping. You know what I'm saying? Just really.
There's
you know what I'm saying? You get on the subject and I get excited.
There are different levels that we all, hunt at, and our capacity levels are different. You know what I'm saying? Certain people have larger capacities to hunt and keep adding people in than the average. You know what I'm saying? But when you are truly vamping, all you doing is bringing in people, setting them up to serve you, and if they're not serving you, you're breaking them down till they're consistently broke. Now, I'm not talking about broke as far as money. I'm talking about broke as far as emotionally, sexually, physically, mentally, spiritually. I'm talking about broke. And when you break that person, you know what I'm saying, you see exactly what they consist of, the blood, the guts, the motherfucking, the goo, if you will. And you put all that in your pocket, right above the lint, below the keys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep their soul. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever give it back. And that's the thing. That's the glue that keeps them here. That's the jelly.
The only way to really turn somebody, man, is to just break them. Because once they think they got something, they think they're going somewhere, then it's like you can't really turn them. They can't really see the light. They can't see that it's another lifestyle because they think their life is something when their life ain't shit. So you got to break that whole shit down. I break them out of that whole shit, out of that whole mold, and then I can rebuild them into one of us. You know what I'm saying? I think that's worthy of a topic that's speaking on too. Turning them motherfucker.
Now, when you're talking about turning somebody, you're talking about turning them out, turning them on, turning them into something that you wish for them to be, and for them to enjoy the turn. I mean, there's pain and growth now. You know what I'm saying? There's growing pains involved in this shit. But when people wouldn't even get into your automobile, come into your house, come into your establishment, your office, wherever they meet you, to serve you, if it wasn't a large enough thing in it for them. Their greed gets them turned out. It's just in human nature. And that's what opens them up to be vamped on. You know what I'm saying? So when you're vamping, what you're doing is you're attracting. You know what I'm saying? We call it a hunt because it's like we're going out and taking, but really we're going out and searching for who's meant for us. You know what I'm saying? You have to invite a vampire into your house, man. You ready to kick that motherfucking boring life, that ordinary living. You know what I'm saying? Behind on bills, bunch of kids nagging you. You're ready to kick that shit out the window and jump out the window behind them and stomp on it with 2 feet like Yosemite Sam when he's shooting off the pistols. You know what I'm saying? You tired of rootin' tootin' with the regular average ass people, right? You know, I'm gonna show you how to get vamping today. You sign in to enterthetrad.com. I'm gonna send you a link. You're gonna be able to hear, you know, all the important shit that's gonna tell you exactly what you need to do. Now the truth about it is, once I show you this, I can't ever take it away though. You know, you're gonna be able to go out and get people's souls and keep them, put them in your pocket, in your book bag, in the glove compartment of your car. You know, I got so many souls, I'm tripping over them around the house. Vamping is something else. Vamping is the next level, man. We are the gods. Imagine driving all black COK 430. You let the top down slowly. You're coming out of your driveway. You know, your black rims are catching a little dirt as you're speeding out of the driveway. You stop just at the tad bit of the driveway. You turn around and you let the garage door down. You drive slowly down the street while you're checking to see you missed 3 calls, 3 texts from me at the school. I'm telling you, get your ass down here in a hurry. And I got something very important to show you, something very important to share with you. But I ain't sharing it over the phone. You'll see this when you get here. You know you got somewhere to be. You got a purpose. You put the pedal all the way down to the floor. You know, you hear the tires skirt. You're talking to, you know, you're trying to call the school to see exactly what it is that I want. But I just told your motherfucking ass I wasn't telling you over the phone. You know, so you got to come in. You know, as you're switching lanes, going towards the highway, everybody is staring. Miles open. Everywhere you look. You know, just imagine you, every stop sign that you pull up to while you're trying to get to what it is that I'm about to drop on you for today, your mission. Everybody is staring at you. You see 2 little guys, you know, one of them ain't right, but one of them is just perfect. You pull over. You know what I'm saying? I know I got to get to school, but I just can't help myself. You're on the hunt. You've learned to hunt. You see that he's perfect for you. He's tailor-made for you. You know, while he's standing next to his Cadillac grinning like he has it all figured out. You know in your mind he ain't got a fucking clue. Pulls your CLK over. You let the top up. You get out. You wrap him around your finger for all of 10 minutes. You know, then you leave. He's wanting the number. You don't give him one. You told him to follow you. He's following right behind. You're on your way to the school, but you can't bring him up to the school, so you're figuring out exactly what you're going to do with him while you're on the way to the school. You ride a couple X's before you pull over. But once you pull over, you realize I got to do something with him real quick. As he gets out, you know, he's trying to adjust his sack. I guess he was sitting on his nuts or something. He's adjusting himself, and you embrace him real fast. You whisper in his ear. You bite him on the neck. You tell him that he belongs to you. He almost purrs in submission. He's a sap, but he thought he was a player. It's next level game involved, and you know all of it. He don't have a fucking clue. He's one of the sheep that are riding around working. They working for the man, and the man's playing. The different levels of slavery. You're free. You're about to make him free. But he's going to be a slave, but only for you. You know this. You find out his address, his phone number. You know, you put a picture in your phone under his Addy. You know, you put a note to yourself of exactly where you met him, exactly how you know him, what you know about him, and everything. You know, you starting to be so well at hunting, man. You have a phone full of these type of people. And they're willing to do anything and everything for you. But you got to make it to school. What I want to talk about, man, is when a motherfucker is vamping, I want to, you know, show how everything takes on a certain tone. You know what I'm saying? It's encompassed by a certain personality. You know what I'm saying? You know, certain people can wear certain things, certain other people just can't. You know? And my thing is this whole Versace movement, this whole Medusa head and everything, that's indicative of my eyes, ears, brain deal. You know, the first thing you got to get is that attention. You got to, you know, have that unstoppable, irresistible attraction. You know what I'm saying? And I like that Medusa thing. You see it all around my house, all on my neck, all on my wrists and everything. You know, even on my keychains, you know what I'm saying? I got custom Versace pieces everywhere. And you see that Medusa head. And the thing about it is I got a little glass set. You know, the Medusa head everywhere, man. You know, plates and things. You know, but the thing about that, man, is I believe in stopping traffic. You gotta have something that you believe in so heavy, man, that you would dedicate your life to locking down completely. I mean, in my school, they learn to turn people to stone. They learn when they're vamping, they learn how to talk people into a trance. You just talk to them and they just be listening. I mean, you know, and they don't break eye contact or none of that until you're done talking. You know, you learn all of these things that I got to give, man. That whole eyes, ears, brain deal. You know, so like I say, with the eyes, you got to believe like this Versace stuff that I have on, man, on my neck and stuff right now. You got to believe that you can turn them into stone. They can't move nowhere. They can't go nowhere. They can't do anything to break this trance. There's no way out. It's like a spider web, man. You're just waiting to be consumed. You're just waiting. There's no way. That's I might call my next book The Wait. You're waiting to be knocked off, waiting to be turned out, waiting to be embraced. You know what I'm saying? And you're hoping you're just not one of the unlucky ones that get broken, discarded. Because if I find something I don't like in you, I will discard you. There's just some other levelness to it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of this mythology became real. You turn people to stone. I mean, you know, you talking about the ears part. You're talking about that hypnotic language, man. That sentence, that penetrating voice, that everything that takes them into a trance where they're just listening, they're stuck. You know, I'm telling a story nobody's gonna ever interrupt. It's on me what I'm gonna do with you now. You're locked in. You can't move. I mean, you know, your feet is telling you to go. The back of your mind is telling you run, nigga, run. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was that song you said, you better run, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you better run. You know, your mind tell you that, but ain't no wait, where can you go? You start looking around, the room is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You know what I'm saying? Can you jump through one of these triple pane energy saving windows? You know what I'm saying? More than likely you usually bump your motherfucking head, bong. You know what I'm saying? Can you run out of that door before I move? Can you move faster than me? You know what I'm saying? Now I can be a gentleman, I can be a motherfucking fool. Come out of that shit! You know what I'm saying? Like you're ready for anything. You have to be ready and just waiting. You just wait. You know, I hope that he embraces me. I hope that he embraces me. I hope that he embraces me. I hope that he turns me on, turns me out. You know what I'm saying? You just waiting on it. You know what I'm saying? Then after the eyes and the ears part, you got the brain. This is the part where you got to be broken, completely broken, broke. You know what I'm saying? When I say, man, I'm going to break it down for you. And you say, well, let it be broke then. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm going to break it to where you can't fix it, period. You know, I'm going to show you everything that's right. I'm going to show you everything that's wrong. And I'm going to show you that I make the rules, period, on what's right and what's wrong. I mean, you know, like, you can never be a sheep after you've been broken in this fashion. You can never be a sheep again. You can try, you know, man. I'm go back to church. I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna go with my family. They have a job set up for me, but you're gonna be sitting in there and you're gonna be thinking, I don't belong here. What am I doing here? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make your way back. This is by choice. This is not by force. You must choose. And if a person ain't choosing, then you are not truly vamping. Vamping is about people choosing, I mean, by accident. Not bumping into people at the Walmart. I ain't trying to get chose today. Oh, they choosing. What I'm going to do with them? You know what I'm saying? Well, I know what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to get them over to this car. I'm about to break them. I'm about to make them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That brain part of the eyes, ears, brain is the cold piece of work. And it's the cold piece of work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like throwing somebody out of a 100-story hotel window. And I mean, watching them splat on the sidewalk, man. And then you go down there with a shovel and you scoop up all the remains. You know what I'm saying? Put them in a motherfucking little box. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, you know, you put the Abba-Dabba Q on it. You put a little seasoning on it. You know, you speak your words over it. And that motherfucker rise up again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you your coffin that you're going to sleep in. You know what I'm saying? Once you get one, I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to that level, I'm gonna show you the coffin. This is where you're gonna sleep. This is your home. This is your home. No, that was your home, but this is your home. You know, no, that was your family, but this is your family. The brain part is so important, but that's the vicious nature of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a trifling thing where you're not vicious. It's a trifling thing, man. Because then you got to wait and sit and hope that everybody does the right thing. You know, when you're vicious, when you're ruthless, you know everybody does the right thing because they don't want no problems. Yeah. That's way before we get in the heart, mind, body, and soul. You know what I'm saying? But the brain part sets the tone for everything else. Yeah, once they're broke, you know, it's nothing to come back and get that heart. You can't really have a heart with this. Give me that. What you gonna do with this? What you gonna do with a heart? Fuck out of here. You gonna fuck something up with a heart. You know what I'm saying? You got the body is what everybody want to rush into. You know, so sexy. You know what I'm saying? Man, that motherfucking nails is done. Motherfucking hair is always done. That motherfucker stay looking young. Pretty boy. Look at them dimples, man. Look at his eyes. You know what I'm saying? His lips ain't never chapped though. His jury is shined up to perfection. I mean, them exotic mink coats, exotic shoes. I mean, you know, he wearing Gucci every day. You know what I'm saying? You know, Versace on his neck. Don't even match the Gucci on his shirt, but we ain't going to say nothing because we don't want to get crushed in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something else. You know, when you truly vamping, man, ain't nothing else that matter in the world, man. Period. You know, you get up, say your prayer, and you go to work all day. All day. And you leave a bunch of broke people on your path. Breaking them. Everybody you bump into. It's like when they used to say them pinball machines. Bing, 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 bing. That's how you do. It's sheep all around here. You're going to be fed like a motherfucker, man. How could you starve? If you starving, you are not truly vamping. And if you're doing anything less than the integrity and the character of the people that laced you, you'll get crushed. This is not a normal society where there's certain things we won't do. You'd be crushed, man. Make me look bad if you want. You know what I'm saying? Misquote a word that I told you. Leave out a sentence. Take my good book and turn the words to suit your meaning. Nah, fuck you up. Is you crazy? You know, man, this is a whole different lifestyle. It's a whole nother thing. You know, you can't just happen upon this type of game. You can't happen upon this type of level of thing. You know, you have to brush shoulders with the who's who and what's what. You got to know somebody to get in here. Go get you a referral. Come back and see if you make it in. But once you get in, you ain't going to never be the same again. You know, everything is going to be changed. I mean, when you wake up and you look at everything through your vamping eyes, through eyes in which we vamp, man, you're going to see that trees are not trees. Grass is not grass. That ant is not an ant. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look at your family. Your aunt is not an aunt. You know what I'm saying? All of these people are fucking sheep. They hadn't been laced as to how to get out and survive. You know, they're as domesticated as house dogs. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're as vicious as the cats that descended from the lions. And we move around at night because there's not that much resistance at night. Everybody is looking for something exciting, looking for something fun. But when you really start vamping, I'm talking about at the level where I'm at, you're going to be able to walk in the daylight and be vamping and everybody, nobody knowing what's happening. Every bite, you bite somebody, every bite that you put down, everybody's mistaking it for a kiss. Oh, he's so passionate. Oh, he's so romantic. But I bit 5 or 6 people in here. I mean, they're mine completely. I mean, mine. I ain't sharing. But I'll show you how to get yours, though. If you're truly meant for this, man, you already know it. You hearing this shit and your pussy is wet. You hearing this shit and your dick is hard. You holding the bottom of your pants right there, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If this is meant for you, man, you're gonna be vamping. And if it ain't meant for you, I mean, so be it, man. You at the mercy of niggas who are vamping. Dig that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some fine motherfuckers in here that's vamping. They taking it off and busting it open and handling business. But when you come in this motherfucker, it don't matter how fine you are, how much money you got, the dick, long dick you slinging and all that kind of shit. They gonna vamp all over your motherfucking head. You gonna be crushed by the most petite, littlest bitch in here. The biggest nigga with the longest bankroll gonna come in here and get outwitted and crushed every time. She gonna enslave you. And if she do it the way that I taught her to do it, you ain't gonna never get away. She'll have both hooks in you. No matter how fast you running, you know what I'm saying? Your fastest move is way too slow. You sign in to enterthetrad.com, I'm going to send you a link. You're going to be able to hear, all the important shit that's going to tell you exactly what you need to do.